So let me just begin with the session that why I wanted to talk about this. Just because when I was preparing for GATE, I was so intense anyway. But in the month of December or something, you know, one of my friend, his name is Anur, he went to IIT Mumbai. And why? For some fest. So he participated in some kind of event in fest. I don't remember which competition, but he went there. Yes, Mood Indigo is the name of the fest, but which competition I don't know. So he went there. He's one of the our one of the senior actually was in IIT Bombay, and he was doing his MTech over there. So my friend met him and discussed about lots of things. When he came back, immediately he came to me and he told me, "Yaar, IIT Bombay campus is amazing. You know, we have studied compiler design this semester, and that fellow is working on compiler design, coding." And I'm like, wow, that's fascinating, boss. Seriously. And then that particular feel, the way he told me all these, and at the end, you know what he told? He told that, "Yaar, I know you can do it. Please go for good practice and good preparation. You can crack it. You can do it. You should go to such prestigious college. I want you to do that." Like that way, he just told me and went away. I don't know why he was having good confidence over me or something. I just got overwhelmed with that particular information, and I have just intensified my preparation, even doubled. Seriously, I'm telling you, I have just doubled my preparation just because that feel I just wanted to have. It was about, he has just given me motivation, one more motivation, which I have never seen, just because nobody of my, my contact was ever into IITs or IISc anywhere. कोई नहीं था. अब दूर दूर तक IIT तो दूर की बात है, engineer भी नहीं है. There is no any engineer. There is no any engineer. So what has happened? What has happened? So he has motivated me a lot, and I have intensified my preparation a lot, and then I have gone with the you know um, more intense preparation, and I went to IISc. When I went to IISc, what has happened? The very first day when we reached over there, first of all, they have taken some information from us, and that particular, information was which particular mode you are coming to IISc. So we have given the information on the train. They have sent a vehicle, a big bus. So lots of students were getting admission in that particular time. So they have sent a bus. We went through that particular bus to the institution. When we were entering into institutions, so many seniors were there. I mean, already, second year, first year students who were there, they came to pick us, 2 to 3 students. And then when we were entering into the, campus, they were giving some kind of briefing that the very first thing I heard about IISc was this one, that IISc is having temperature 2 to 3 degree cooler than outside, just because of lots of greenery inside. Lots of trees are there. When we entered, we went to a particular hostel allotment block. There we have taken some chits. Based on the chits, we got some room allotted, and we got our room. We went there. We just dropped the luggage. We had our dinner, and then later on, few friends, actually we three were traveling together. We were in contact just because of some random things. So 3 friends went into the walking. When I went to for the walking, by walk, we were just searching that where is computer science department. So here and there we just kept walking and went towards the department area, and we were seeing that lots of people are walking in the night, 1 o'clock something. How is it possible? Lots of people are there in the campus walking. It is allowed. Wow. Hostels, people are coming and going, no any tension at all. Wow, that's amazing. And that is what fascinated us a lot. So, it was really great. We went to the around the department. We have seen people working in the nights. Labs were open, and we were like, nice. This is good. We have never seen or experienced such kind of things, that the labs are open, college is open, library. I mean, the small library in the department was open. You can take the book. You can open a particular computer and then just use it, etc. Of course, in that day we didn't, just because we were not having any login ID or something. It was good. It was good experience. We were happy that day. Then after that, a few days admission procedure, etc., happened. And then the very first day when the orientation was going on, so very first day we were having the uh, admission procedure like document verification, etc. And one good thing in IISc, every student, whoever is having taking admission, every student is going to IISc's jungle and having one plantation. Whichever plant you have roped in, that particular plant name and other details are given to you, and you will be getting one card for that. Whichever plant you will be roping in, that particular plant, they are giving a particular certificate, kind of a card, ID card, kind of hard card, like your debit cards, plastic card, like that. It was good. It was amazing. Then next, after one day of document verification, to second and third day, 2 days we were having, Thursday and Friday, I guess. Yes, Thursday and Friday we were having orientation. And what was orientation? Orientation was like every professor of the department will come in front of the stage, and they will tell us that what kind of courses they are going to teach, what kind of research work they are doing, and what kind of research they are offering to the student. So in which area they are working right now, what kind of things where they are working, what kind of course they are offering, etc. Why it was needed? Just because we were not knowing anything. Ajinkya, hello. We were not knowing anything, that what kind of courses are there or how these courses are being conducted, etc. So when so many professors were coming one after another, we were not knowing most of them. They have just shared a particular 15 minute screen time, or I should say stage time, and they were just giving us the detail. After that, at the end, the chairman has said that all these are the courses which we are going to conduct. You are having these small requirements. You can select 4 courses maximum at a time. And I am asking my friend what they are saying. 4 courses means what? They will not tell us that which course I have to take. I have to select. ऐसा कब से हो गया? इतनी इज्जत क्यों? Seriously. At that time, I was like, why so much of respect to us? We have never got such kind of respect. And yes, that was the very first, I should say shocker, or maybe the surprise I have received. Then we tried our level best to have the, pros and cons plus permutations, combinations made, and then we have selected some course. So me and one of the friend to whom I met in train, Anirudh Kushwaha, we both have gone for 4 common courses. 2 courses, OS, COA. These classes were in the morning, and then we were having 2 courses, algorithm, and other courses I have taken probability and statistics. Like that way we started. वहीं पे ही COA actual में सीखा मैंने by the professor T. Matthew Jacob. He has taught us COA, computer architecture, advanced computer architecture actually it was. And then I have learned COA there only in IISc. Then in COA, when we went, we got to know that we were having the course structure like that way, that we will be having a particular project which we'll have to do on our own. You'll have to select a project, research kind of project, and we'll have to do it by ourselves. Then we will be having 2 midterm test, mid-semester test, and then we'll be having a final exam. And another shocker, next day, that whatever the course you are going to take, along with the courses, professors were telling the dates also, that if you are going to take this particular course, in this course we will be having one project, submission date of the project is this, two MSTs, MST date, this one and this timing, and final exam date, this timing. And I'm like, semester start नहीं हुआ, final exam का date पहले से decide हो गया, ये क्या बात हुई? Again, another shocker. They have decided before even semester started what will be the courses. Each course will have their final exam and what day, so that each course will have a separate exam, just because they were offering some 15, 16 courses in that semester, maybe more. And then every semester, every date was decided before even our semester started. Every date of final exam plus midterm exam and project and everything got decided. And we were like, अभी तो पहला भी दिन शुरू नहीं हुआ, पढ़ाई भी नहीं की है, फाइनल एग्जाम अभी से, डेट पहले से मिल गई. So another shocker. Why? Just because they are so organized, so organized, and already, as I told you, so many times I tell you, right? बहुत बार मैं कहता हूँ आप लोगों को ना, pre-organized रहना जरूरी है. If you know something is gonna happen, you just organize everything beforehand. This is what I have learned the very first thing from IISc. If you are pre-organized, if you know that, okay, these are the events, organize those events in such a way that you will always be on the time, perfect on time. Anshika, it will be only algorithm, not data structure. I haven't taken data structure there just because it was not, data structure course was not there in IISc. It was advanced data structure they were offering. I didn't take it. It was algorithm only. And we were not having regular algorithm, that regular classes, etc. We were having some proofs that if, let's say, we are having quick sort, you say that quick sort takes, in general scenario, even though you take pivot element as randomly, then too you will be having complexity and log n only. Why? From different scenario, we were trying to prove it. So it was very different. Learning, the way you learned over there, the things were different. You don't have courses like you have in your college that they will give you syllabus, you will learn it, etc. Most of the time you will be learning through the research or latest scenarios. Like in COA, what kind of curriculum we had? In COA, we used to have research papers. So teacher used to give us a research paper through our mail. We used to print it, we used to read about it. So one day before the research paper was given, he used to give us and read the research paper and understand it. Once when we were reading the research paper, next 2 days we were having the analysis of the research paper. We understood 10 to 15% of the research paper. He used to explain the remaining things and he used to ask the question, okay, tell me, the research paper publisher has given this, why not this? And we were saying, yaar, humne aisa kyun nahi socha? Why didn't we think about it? And then, this is how we had. So such kind of 10 research papers we have studied in entire curriculum. And then based on all those 10 research papers, my professor himself has published one research paper that was actually got accepted but not presented. Means research paper was got accepted, but after a month or something, he was having its publication and presentation, etc. Before that only, we got the research paper, and based on that final paper, we were having our final exam. Only one research paper. So we were allowed to carry all those research papers, 10 and 11, and we were allowed to sit in the classroom. So based on the researches and etc., he has asked the questions in final paper, and we were writing the paper. Now, if I talk about projects, so COA projects I was doing about cache memory and some kind of, it was having some kind of, I should say, simulation that I have coded something, and I was trying to run it over some kind of benchmark programs. But my laptop, which was i3 laptop, okay, Intel i3 processor and with, I guess, 3 GB RAM, if I'm not wrong, old one, which I have taken there only when I went to IISc. That particular laptop was not able to handle it. So many days, I still remember, I don't know, 3 weeks or something. I was running that particular simulation non-stop, 2 to 3 weeks. And 3 weeks, you know, that not a single output I have received in that particular project. I have coded something, fine. I was trying to get some output. Some 3 weeks non-stop that project was running on my laptop, but I was not getting output. I went to my professor that, sir, I'm struggling with my project. I'm not getting the output, and I'm not having any dedicated machine over there. I can run it. He told, okay, you write me an application for allotment. I have written an application to his name. He has written, note approved. He just made me to go to a department, SERC department. Now that particular department name is CDS department. So there we were having, SERC was Supercomputer Education Research Center at that time, and now it is Computation and Data Science department. That department was having so many big machines. One of the machine I got allotted. Within 3 days, I got complete result, full result. I got the result. I was happy. I went to him, sir. These are the results. I am just organizing in a specific report, and I'll tell you. I'll give you. That day, I realized that I was in a college in my BTech where I was not allowed to open Google.com. We were having 3 hours ka lab for project. Every week, 3 hours project work lab. In that particular project work, we were not allowed to carry our own laptops inside the lab. We had to work on those computers. What I can work on those computers just because my project is on my laptop. My friend's laptop, actually. And we were not allowed to even check the google.com and check some kind of syntax also. No. So if we are stuck somewhere, we were asking our teacher, Madam, sir, ye thoda sa bata do na. And they used to do what? They used to Google it and tell us that, okay, iska syntax aisa hoga. And 3 hours wasted. If you remember, I told you that during my college time, I have saved a lot of time from my college and I have given it for GATE preparation. You know why? Just because I knew that 3 hours is complete waste. So I used to solve my practice sheets during those 3 hours, bunking the class sometimes, attending sometimes, and just solving. Why? Just because if I will take 3 hours from here, I will practice the question and I will give 3 hours from my regular time for project work at home with my computer system, it will be better. So 3 hours utilized anyway, but yes, I am able to do both the things. And that is what happens. So this was another, difference I have seen, that from my college to that college, मैंने बोला यार गजब है, एक पूरा नया PC दे दिया for a few days. 1 week he has allotted, didn't even need that 1 week. I was able to do it in few days, 3 days, I guess something. Not even complete 3 days, 3 days, some hours. Done. Then we had a particular Pint OS project, if I am not wrong. It is developed by Stanford professors, Stanford University researchers. And that Pint OS was a particular project. You can just write on the web Pint OS PDF and you will get complete PDF and detail about it. So we were having a basic operating system in Pint OS. In operating system, we were having this. And then we were having 4 modules in this. In those 4 modules, we had to submit each module after, I guess, 2 weeks or some time, every 3 weeks or something. And we had to just code that this is the functionality, first one, second functionality is this, operating system functionality only. If I'm not wrong and if I'm not forgetting something, the first functionality was regarding child process, that if a process is there and that process has made a child process, so until child process completed or terminated, you cannot terminate the parent process. That is some kind of functionality which we had to implement. Code, yes, code. First of all, इसका कोड समझना ही अपने आप में एक अलग ही चैलेंज था, और ऊपर से implementing it something I have never seen such kind of thing before, but it was cool enough, good enough. And then Such kind of so many things we have seen, so many. Another learning we had after our first semester, when the first semester was ending, our seniors were completing their third sem. And in the third sem, what we were having? In the third sem, they were having their mid-sem, representation of the project. So they were in second year, first semester done, and in the second year mid-sem, they were presenting their mid-sem report of their project. So we got a call. We got a call from our department that you can attend these sessions so that you can learn what exactly you're gonna have next year. So we were going there, we went there. I just entered into the room. Multiple times I have talked about this story just because this is one of my biggest learning I had. So, when I entered, it was a big hall, kind of a theater, kind of stepwise room was there. We were having a podium, a big podium here with microphone, etc., facility. A big projector screen was there. All the professors of department were sitting here. Yes, kind of it is classroom only, actually not auditorium, but kind of an auditorium type class. Most of the classes are like stepwise classes only there. Just because big classrooms are there, that's why most of the classes are like this way. So most of the professors were sitting here, all the students were sitting here, some of the students were scattered here, and on the corner I was having some seniors from from our MP zone and UP zone, kind of those students, among which I knew these students, second year students. I talked to these people. I still remember one of their name, Kushal sir. So I entered through this room. I was seeing this particular fellow. These fellas were discussing something. Just because after two or three, they were having their own, chance. It was like common, not a group project. It will be single project. And then immediately I have seen this fellow who was presenting. And I have seen that fellow for the very first time. Seriously, I'm telling you seriously, in no any cricket matches I have seen him, not in any of the common labs or in common parties, anywhere I haven't seen him. So for the first time I was seeing that, and I'm saying, ये भी है अपने department में, ये कौन है ये? Who is it? Seriously, it's just because so many students are so, I should say, introvert or too much possessive about their research work that they are just attending their labs and courses, nothing else. So many PhD students you will see over there, you will not even know that this fellow is in our department only until that fellow is in your lab. Multiple labs are there. Who knows who is working where? You don't even. So you can imagine, when I have seen that fellow, first of all, my reaction was, oh, this fellow is in our department. And then second reaction, what he's wearing? क्या पहना है इन्होंने? That fellow was wearing very loose kind of parallel jeans and a very loose t-shirt, plain, and then some floaters, chappal, actually floaters जो आप बोलते हो ना, sandals जिन्हें बोलते हैं वो, that's it. And I'm like, मैंने अपने कुशल सर को पूछा, कुशल बॉस ये क्या पहना है इन्होंने? Formal कुछ नहीं पहनते यहाँ पे, and he's saying, see boss, whatever he is speaking, that is the matter of concern here. क्या पहना उससे कोई मतलब नहीं. And I'm like, oh my God, is it so? And that is what another learning I had. Before I went to IISc, I fought with my father, and I have gone for at least, I guess, two to three pairs of formals. I have asked him to stitch, making stitch. Yes, at that time my physique was so thin. I was so thin that I had to go for stitching. Ready-made clothes were not available with my sizes. इतना दुबला था मैं. So what he told, that whatever he is speaking is the matter of concern. ये जो बोल रहे हैं ना, उसका मतलब है, जो पहना है उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Nobody is judging that fellow based on his appearance. Everybody sitting here, every professor and other fellows is judging based on his talent. And that is what I understood, that buddy, your dresses and your appearance can fetch the people only until you open your mouth. When you start opening your mouth, your knowledge will speak and your learnings will speak. So if you are a good learner and you are having good knowledge, people will listen to you, otherwise people will just throw you away. Doesn't matter how big personality you are. You will have to learn how to speak. You will have to be good. So it was presentation. Most of the things we were not understanding just because those were working very deep in their research works. But we understood one thing, boss, काम बहुत करना पड़ेगा. We will have to study a lot. The lectures in IISc were like that way. Every week you will be having only 2 lectures per week of each course. 2 lectures per week only for each course. Maximum 4 courses you will be having. And among those 4 courses, 2 lectures means total 8 lectures per week you will be having for all 4 courses. Monday to Friday classes. That's it. And then the rest of the time you will spend for your learnings, whatever you have learned in these 8 lectures about that. You'll be spending most of the time to understand and practice these and some kind of project you'll be doing. If course is having a project, if course is having assignments, whatever the course structure is based on that. Like OS was having project, COA was having project, then computer communication network was having project, artificial intelligence was having a presentation. That presentation was really good. I was working on reasoning topic of AI, and I have started my presentation like that way. Why you are listening? Why I'm standing? Why Sachin Tendulkar is the best batsman in the world? Why Lata Mangeshkar is the best singer in the world or from India? Everything has a reason, and that is why I am standing here. The reasoning. That was my starting at that time. And yes, I got really extra marks for that particular starting of my presentation. Everybody was very happy about that. Of course, the work was there. I still remember those things just because I have worked really hard over there about my entire work in IISc. Then another story was in third semester, I had taken a course called as Mobile Application Development. So it was development in Android and development in iOS. Till that time, I didn't know what is iOS. मेरे को पता ही नहीं था iOS होता क्या है. When I went there and the professor told me iOS, मैंने बोला सर ये iOS है क्या? Is this internet working OS which Cisco is using? And it was 2011 and Apple phones were not so popular at that time. Android phones were picking up some kind of popularities at that time. I was still using the Nokia phone, and that was the scenario. Exactly. So at that time we have worked on that, but the best part of that course was that particular course was sponsored by Google. If I remember, Mr. Sridharan was the professor. He was a guest professor coming from US university. Which university I don't remember, but he was a guest professor for that particular course for 6 months. And then then the best thing was at that time, I guess Nexus 2 or Nexus 3, I don't remember which particular Nexus phone, but Google has given each participant of that particular course a Nexus phone to use and work on. So we were having one Nexus phone in our hand for 6 months to just show off. When they have taken बहुत बुरा लगा. Taken back after the course completed, they have taken it back and बहुत बुरा लगा, बहुत ज़्यादा यार. We didn't want to give it back, but still, it was a good experience to hold that particular phone for 6 months for nothing. No any SIM card, nothing, but just to show off. We are having an extra phone. So that was another experience we had. And apart from that, lots of such kind of experiences were there, which made us feel like, yes, this is what the infrastructure is. This is what the facility is. The labs are open completely, all 24/7. Every staff, every professor is so helpful. If you are in trouble, you are having lots of facilities in campus, lots of restaurants are open, you are having food available in your mess 4 times in a day: breakfast, lunch, snack and dinner. You are having a canteen open till 2 in the night, and then early morning you are having, or you can get up to 6 a.m. So you can just have 4 hours, 2 to 6 in the night without any food or any food stall. Still, if you will go outside the campus, you can get the food outside. Some Maggie shops, etc., are open. So it's like overall the facility wise good. Another thing which I have seen there is, for the first time I have seen the token based restaurants, that you will go to the counter first, you will order, take the token, give it to the counter, and you will get your food after some time when it is ready. So when people are giving the order to the counter, 3 students are there, all 3 are standing in a queue, and I am like, ye line mein kyun khade? Why these fellas are standing in the line? What I have seen, 15 hands are coming in front of the cashier. भैया एक समोसा, 2 समोसा, 4 समोसा, 5 समोसा, एक चाय बांध देना, एक जलेबी दे देना. That is the scenario I have seen in my hometown since my childhood. That 15 hands are coming to the counter with the cash in hand. And here 2 fellas, 3 fellas are also standing one after another in the queue. And I'm like, itne sabbe kaise ho gaye? And when I asked the same thing, all the people who are living since long there, they told, see, this is what civilization is. You are in IISc. There, everybody is intellectual. गंवार नहीं है कोई भी. Actually, he has told like that. वे गंवार नहीं है कोई भी. सब researchers हैं, इसलिए अच्छे से रहते हैं. You try throwing a particular paper in the basket, which is the dustbin, from away, and if that particular paper is going away after ricocheting from the basket, somebody will come and will throw that particular paper in the basket for sure. And they will smile and they will say thank you so much. You will say thank you so much and gone. Discipline, yes, too much discipline. Civilization, yes, too much civilization. People are so good over there. Everybody. You will feel like the part of Bangalore you are living in is very different than the other part, for sure. 100%. People will not have a lot of fights over there, of course, and not too much of kitch-pitch. Not at all. You will always have peaceful environment. When people are sitting in the restaurant and talking, they are research what kind of work they are doing, etc. Seniors were so helpful. When for the very first time, second day, when we went to the department and we entered into it, we were very scared that somebody will take our ragging. So we met to one of our seniors, Somitra Sahapure. He was so nice to us. Hey, you are juniors. Yes, what's your name? Okay, what is the problem? This. Okay, do one thing, do this, and take my number. If something happens, you call me. And I'm like, ragging me over? And I understand that, yes, this is the college only for learning, no any nonsense. No any nonsense. Then, when we went to the third semester and the placement scenario started, so we nominated 3 students from our classroom, actually from our batch, to be the placement coordinators. So what was the work of placement coordinators? They used to send the mail to all the companies that we are from IISc Bangalore. We want to call you as the campus hiring. You just share your profile, etc., and the package on which you want to hire this year to the students and other criteria scenario. So they used to send us the detail. Based on the decreasing order of packages, we used to arrange the companies. First day, highest package, next day, next package, next day, next package, like that way we have arranged. One day we were giving maximum to each company. Maximum one day, not more than that. एक दिन से ज़्यादा किसी को नहीं देना. Not more than that. At that time, I guess in-hand salary was 21 lakh by IBM Research Lab IRL. Next one was 16 point something by Microsoft. And it was great enough at that time. From where? We used to have the placement, placement cell used to have the HR details from in the college itself. So they used to send the email to the companies from the college itself. And okay, let me just complete. You will get all the detail about placement also. So we were arranging all the placements in the decreasing order. We have given only 1 day. So in 1 day only, they will have to complete the placement scenario. Even if you are taking interview till late night, 1, 2 something, it's fine. But today only you will have to complete the placement scenario. If you want to take more interviews, you give the cab, food, everything to the students and call them to your office. We are not going to provide you the infrastructure more than 1 day. So for calling to the companies in the campus, we used to charge them, I guess, 15,000 at that time. Every company for 1 day, we were giving that time that you are having this particular time only. If you can come, well and good. Otherwise, we will slot another company. It is like company will not tell that when they will come. We will tell them that at this day only you will have to come 1 day. And we will charge 15,000. Why? Just because we are spending a lot of things on you. We are providing you pen, paper, infrastructure, room, lights, etc., etc. And your lunch also we are organizing. Give us money, 15,000-20,000 for all these. And companies were paying. Yes, every resources we were giving. And then in 1 day, what they used to have pre-placement talk, and then after that first written test, and then technical interviews, etc., etc. At the end, the list will be there in the same department. You'll be having the list in the department immediately. They'll be sharing the list. So if I'm not wrong, some kind of 45, 46 companies at first round we have filtered that these companies will be coming. And at that time, TCS research, we denied that you are offering very less money. We will not call you this year. Really sorry. मना कर दिया हमने नहीं बुला सकते. Just because they were hiring on some 5.6 something and we told नहीं इस इतना नहीं हो पाएगा boss. So when almost all the people got placed, only one guy was remaining. That one guy was remaining. For that one guy, almost 3 companies have come. 3 companies have taken his interview. After that, in 3rd company got placed. And still, we were having some 4 or 5 companies lined up for that fellow if that fellow will not be getting placed in first few companies. So that was the scenario we were having. For last person also, some 3 companies came. And they knew that only one fellow is remaining, but they knew that fellow is IISc. We will have to go. They were spending money to hire IISc. So I guess 3rd or 4th company in the last, he got selected and everything. Unplaced person will be only that who didn't want to sit. अगर कोई प्लेसमेंट में बैठना ही नहीं चाहता है तो फिर ठीक है. Otherwise तो 100% placement, no tension at all. Exactly. Yes, you have option not to sit in any of the placement. See, I rejected few of the placement in the HR round just because they were hiring some kind of engineers for some kind of profile which I was not looking for. So I told no. When I went for the placement, it was 9.5 lakhs. Plus joining bonus of, I guess, this much, 75,000 rupees. I think they also help you for study further in foreign. See, if you want to go for PhD, your professors are having so many links, so many links. They will give you your recommendation. They will tell you that I do have a friend over here. I do have a friend over here. Which professor under whom you have done your project? So that particular professor will tell you that you can go with your PhD under these professors. These are my friends only. Whichever city you want to go, they will talk to their professor and they will send you. Recommendation is there. One of my, senior, the lady, she got placed in Adobe, I guess, or some company, I don't remember. And that company was sending her to Delhi. She was afraid to go to Delhi. She told our, chairman about that, sir, actually she was working her project under him only. At that time, current professor and chairman, Y. Nathari, sir. So she told that, sir, this is the problem. So my professor has just arranged one interview for her in one of the companies, just because he was having direct contact. He has just sent a mail that this is the lady working under me and wants to have a job. The company called her by a cab. She went there, got the job, done, work done. Recommendation works, but that recommendation works only for those people who are working. When you will work, people will help. If you are good, people will help. See, people are so much worried about, I should say, placement or money or something. When you enter into IISc, just focus on working, and the placement, money, etc., automatically will come. There is no any chance that you will not get good amount of money. It can be like 5-10 lakh rupees here and there, but whatever you have target, let's say 15 lakh, 20 lakh, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, that will be there. That will be there. So it's all about you go there, learn, and just have the good work. Automatically you will get money, automatically you will get placed, and everything will be good. Anitesh, see, it's all about person's own choice. In which manner you want to have your own career. It's all about that. When the professors are not assigned. They are chosen by you. Let's say I was interested in system courses, so I have taken initially OS, COA, then later on distributed system, etc. Whichever course you like, you will be selecting those kind of courses more, and later on whatever the courses you have taken, based on that you will select one professor. So for your research work, what happens? Project work, what happens? Second year onwards, I mean, when the first year is completed, you will get a list through an email that these are the projects each professor is having. Each professor. And what happens? You will try to have a match that, okay, I have done this course. I would like to have my project under this professor just because my courses are matching with his requirement. Most of the students were, very clear that I would like to go with my project with this the courses, those specifically, and then gone for that. If you are not, very choosy or selective initially, you can have multiple options in first 2 semesters, and you can decide based on that which course you are interested in, and then based on that you can just show to the professor that I am having this project. Can you please hire me? I'm having these courses taken. Can you please take me under it? So it is like you are giving your candidature to the professor that, sir, I have taken OS, I have taken CO. Can you please take me under you? They'll take. Simple. So I was having actually 2 options: high performance lab, which was related to compiler and COA, and then second one was this one. But for that, actually, I had to take another course, compiler, during my project, and my professor told that it's gonna be very hectic for you. So you can change it to operating system better. So I have changed it to operating system. Every year we used to have one football match also. The football match between PhD and professor, PhD, scholars, PhD students and professors one side, MTech first year, second year students another side, and MS students. We used to have a football match. The chips, cold drink, and other snacking options were available by professors, and we used to have that friendly match. They used to win, yeah. Every year professors are winning just because they are playing since long together, and we were like all the amateurs, just kicking on the balls. We lost to 2-1. Cricket match we used to have against each other only, all the seniors and juniors. That's it. We used to play. That is not the official one, but this was the official one, just because it was coming from the department. We used to have great parties. Computer science was the department where we were all having the best parties. You know why? Just because this is the only department we had single department. 60, 65 something we were having in MTech, then MS students, and if you are from MP, somebody also from MP. If you are from UP, somebody also is from UP. A big group we used to have. Big group. Rather, other than academics, there is anything you had done in IISc जो अभी भी आपको आता है? I have learned two dance forms over there. One is cha cha cha, one is samba. Still, I remember all the steps. I have taken what should I say, the certification in those two dance forms. For everything we have a group. So see, my friend has just told me that you will have to reach to a good college. He didn't tell me that you will have to go to IIT Bombay only. I was keen that I'll go to IIT Bombay, but my professor told me at the end that IISc Bangalore is better. It's the best college. I also understood by some kind of research over internet that IISc is different, so I should go over there. BTech students are not there. No BTech. This year, I guess they have started BTech in computation. Otherwise, there was no BTech at all when I was there. No BTech, only MTech, PhD, MS courses. So many departments. सब जगह है अनितेश. Course selection हर जगह होता है. Course selection हर जगह है. Everywhere you will be having. Today, IISc or IITB, Rishabh, both are good college. I have decided based on my thinking. My thinking was like so many IITs are there, but IISc एक ही है. That's why unique. The research work was good. I was little inclined towards research and technical courses. I want to learn more. There is one specialty of IISc, and that is it makes you learn anything you put your foot in. If you are taking a course, it will make you learn somehow. The curriculum is like that way. बिना सीखे पास नहीं कर सकते. Without learning anything, you cannot pass anything. It's not like, okay, I'll take this course, I'll pass somehow and that's it. I'll take this project, I'll do something and that's it. Without learning, you cannot do anything. That is for sure. 100% sure. There are so many such stories. I was talking about parties. We used to have great parties. If somebody's birthday is there, we used to organize parties. So best friends, 2 to 3 best friends will collect some money, will buy a big cake. You will go there, you will have your, cake bath, cold drink bath and all. Then you will throw the party for all the entire group. Every student will be there, a big group, like, a gang. And you used to have a lot of fun for 1 hour, 2 hours. Some dance, some music, some kind of singing, etc. Single project will be for the single person. Only one person will do one project. Do you think we need more IISc in India? I think we need more my kind of educators in country who can nurture the students to be in India and to work more about country. If that will happen, automatically we will be having more colleges and more such kind of things. Can you go to the college at which time you have to come? College means IISc. You can enter into the class anytime. Nobody will ask you. You can leave the class anytime. You can go out. You can fill your water bottle. Come back in. You can sit in the class and sleep. Nobody will ask. College, अरे तो campus ही है, single campus. Nobody will ask where are you going and from where you are coming. If you have your ID card, you are a student. Night time, daytime, anytime you go out, come in, no problem at all. In hostel, you can enter anytime. You can exit anytime. Yes, there was a restriction that you cannot enter into girls' hostel. and the girls can enter into the boys hostel only from morning 8 a.m. to night 10 p.m. That's it. Other than that, I don't think so. There were some restrictions. I went there in IISc 2010. अंशिका, रिसर्च पेपर एक ऐसी चीज होती है जिसमें कुछ ऐसा आपने बनाया होता है, कुछ नई चीज। जैसे कि पहली बार किसी ने कैश मेमोरी का कंसेप्ट दिया, तो वो एक रिसर्च पेपर में पब्लिश हुआ होगा कि एक ऐसी छोटी सी मेमोरी हम लगा सकते हैं, उसके बीच में इस तरीके से यहाँ पे ब्लॉक लेके आएंगे, ये उसका काम होगा एक्सेट्रा। और उससे रिलेटेड फिर परफॉर्मेंस इंप्रूवमेंट बताया कि अगर सीपीयू इस टाइप के प्रोग्राम रन करता है तो इतना % ऑफ सीपीयू का मेमोरी एक्सेस टाइम बच जाएगा। ये सब एक पूरी रिपोर्ट बना के और रिसर्च पेपर में दी जाती है। अब उस पेपर में अगर कोई पुराने रिसर्च पेपर का आपने जिक्र किया है या कोई ऐसी चीज बताई है जो कोई और पुराने रिसर्च पेपर में है, तो उसे हम साइटेशन बोलते हैं कि आप किसी और का रेफरेंस दीजिए। कोई भी नई चीज जो आप पब्लिश करना चाहते हैं तो वो एक रिसर्च पेपर में पब्लिश होता है। कोई भी नई चीज, किसी भी छोटी से छोटी चीज का भी इंप्रूवमेंट अगर आप दे सकते हैं तो वो एक रिसर्च पेपर होता है। बट वो रिसर्च पेपर एक्सेप्ट ही तभी होगा जब बड़े प्रोफेसर, जो बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के प्रोफेसर हैं, लाइक एएसएम हुआ या IEEE हुआ, इनके संस्थाओं के जो बड़े प्रोफेसर हैं या बड़े रिसर्चर्स हैं, उन्हें लगता है कि आपका ये जो काम है वो सीरियसली नया है, डिफरेंट है। What kind of questions came in semester exam? Oh, that was a really good question. You cannot expect such kind of questions. आप जब लिखोगे तभी समझ में आएगा कैसे क्वेश्चन आएंगे। If you will solve hundreds of books of probability, still you will not be able to score more than 80% or 60% in that probability का पेपर। हमारे इस सेम में रिसर्च पेपर बनाना होगा। ओहो, क्या बात है! रिसर्च पेपर खाली आपको पैटर्न बनाना होगा, कोई नई रिसर्च नहीं कर सकते वो आपके, उसके लिए आपको पुरानी रिसर्च जरूरी है। Research papers are not compulsory in EdTech. No. If you can publish it, well and good. It is not necessary. For MS, it is necessary that your work should be submittable somewhere. That जो भी आपने काम किया है वो कहीं सबमिट हो जाए, इतना अच्छा काम होना चाहिए। चाहे वो एक्सेप्ट हो या ना हो वो बात अलग है, बट सबमिट हो जाना चाहिए। पीएचडी के लिए कम से कम 5 पेपर पब्लिश करना जरूरी है। पीएचडी करना है तो 5 रिसर्च पेपर आपके पब्लिश होने चाहिए। पब्लिश करने के लिए डेफिनेटली आपको फंड मिलेगा। जब भी पब्लिश हो जाएगा और एक्सेप्ट होगा तो उसके प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए आपको जहां भी जाना है, इंडिया के बाहर या कहीं भी, तो आपको भेजा जाएगा डिपार्टमेंट के खर्चे पे। Ravi, we were all enjoying the process of learning over there. It's all about person's personal feeling that you want to feel pressurized or you want to enjoy the feeling. I have enjoyed my, GATE preparation also. When I was preparing for GATE, people feel like it is too much pressure situation. But I enjoyed that particular scenario also a lot. Just because I was feeling happy when I was working a lot. So it is the perspective which you take. Right now, let's say I am working day in, day out, 12 hours, 13 hours per day. I'm not feeling like I'm pressured. Yes, work is there, of course, too much. In the last company, whatever I have worked in 7 years, equal to that amount of work I have done in IIS, in the Unacademy in just 1 year itself. Work is there, but I'm enjoying the work. I'm not feeling pressure. If you enjoy something, you will not feel pressure. If you don't know something, what is going on, and you feel like, okay, I am stuck somewhere, then you will feel pressure. Udayan, first you go for MTech. If you go for MTech, you will automatically find out PhD options and other things. What do you say about your past BTech, Vishvadeep, for GATE exam preparation? GATE exam preparation to myself. At that time, the problems were so many. I have read a lot, more than required from the books. If I could have given 1 hour per day in learning some other skills like Java development or machine learning or something at that time, it would have been better for me rather than just reading the books more than required topics. I have read the books a lot. I was reading the books a lot just because I was so passionate. So that was the problem. I was the last day. It was like, yeah, there was no any last day kind of thing. We were all in IISc for a long time. Then we all went together outside, IISc in Bangalore. We used to keep visiting IISc just because MS courses students were there. So it was never kind of a last day for us. Never ever. Okay, I have to close my session. Otherwise, it will keep going and keep going and keep going. We'll continue to talk. We'll have such kind of more talks about such kind of things, even more detail.